Something has been happening ever since I stopped trying to be a Christian and started identifying as a new creation in Christ. Now, I have believed in Jesus and trusted in his sacrifice ever since I was 4 years old and could understand that. However, it wasn't until 40 years old last year that he made it obvious to me that while I was hoping in heaven, I was chasing after hell. But since I have laid all of it, at the foot of the cross and identified as a new creation in Christ and lived in light of that, he has redeemed things in my life I did not expect. He is currently redeeming things, broken things in my life that I thought I would have to live with broken for the rest of my life. Depression, that I've dealt with depressive spells every 3 to 6 months ever since I was 17, gone. Relationship problems, arguments that I have had for years and years on end, just ended. I've heard of that kind of stuff happening, but I never realized he was also going to redeem my past memories. It's always been that I've not been able to look back on past memories, even like okay times in my life and good memories, because I would feel the guilt and the shame or the sadness of other sad things that happened around that time in my life. In fact, I had this like whole graveyard of perfumes that I couldn't wear, because if I smelled a perfume that brought me back to a certain time in my life, I would get a rush of emotion, of sadness, guilt, shame, whatever, from that time in my life. Then one day, after identifying as a new creation in Christ, I realized I could look back and think on these times, even the bad times, without that emotion. And he's redeeming my emotions and my struggles in real time as well. Yes, of course, I still have frustrations. I still have bad days at work. I still PMS, but the disappointment or frustrations are only a fraction of what they used to be. Whereas in the rest of my life, I'm feeling more joy, peace, excitement, rest, all of these things in Christ. One of my favorite songs right now, the lyrics say, "I tried to come to you, but you came to me instead." And that is exactly how I feel. My whole life, even though I trusted in Jesus' sacrifice for my ultimate salvation, I was not trusting in his sacrifice for my everyday struggles. And I was trying to draw close to him, but he drew close to me instead. All you have to do is identify as his co-heir, identify as a new creation, accept that free gift, and he will work on your sin. He will redeem things in your life. You just have to rest in him and enjoy his presence.